Magneto, Erik Lehnsherr, master of magnetism, arguably the most complex villain slash anti-hero in Marvel. In the comics, Magneto's origin story is tragic as hell. Holocaust survivor. His family is killed at Auschwitz. His X gene activates during the trauma. He psionically bends a metal gate. Magnetic field manipulation. He can literally control all metals. But even more than that, he can manipulate Earth's magnetic field. Planetary level threat. X-Men Days of Future Past, 2014. The stadium scene? Michael Fassbender's Magneto literally lifts a stadium into the air and wraps it around the White House. According to Marvel, the scientific explanation, Magneto's X-gene can perceive and manipulate the electromagnetic spectrum, basically everything containing iron. Even the iron in blood, he can control. Low-key the most powerful moment. In X-Men First Class, young Erik pulls the submarine out of the water. Raw emotion, raw power. Charles Xavier says, feel, don't think. Magneto's power is literally emotion-driven. Interesting debate. Is Magneto a villain or hero? He fights for mutant rights, but his methods are extreme. Let's discuss in the comments. Team Magneto or Team Xavier? Professor X, Charles Xavier, world's most powerful telepath, founder of the X-Men, literal mutant. In the comics, Charles is the son of a wealthy family. As a child, his X gene activates and he accidentally starts reading people's thoughts. Initially overwhelming, imagine hearing everyone's thoughts 24/7. His power? Telepathy. But not just mind reading, memory manipulation, mental illusions, even mind control. When using Cerebro, literally planetary range, he can find every mutant. X-Men First Class. James McAvoy's young Xavier meets Erik. The two are best friends, but ideologically opposite. Xavier wants peace. Magneto wants war. Classic philosophical conflict. Magneto and Charles fight throughout the film series. Charles is someone who sacrifices dozens of people for one person. Honestly, this doesn't seem like a good leader to me. But Magneto is someone who succumbs to his anger, believing that humans and mutants can never be friends. Which one do you think is a good leader? Write in the comments. In Logan, old Xavier, Patrick Stewart, is literally at his most tragic. An Alzheimer's-like disease causes telepathic seizures. During one seizure, he accidentally kills most of the X-Men. Imagine the most powerful telepath losing control. Nightmare fuel. It's very tragic that a man who exists through his mind ends up with Alzheimer's. But the founder of the X-Men shouldn't have died so alone and in such a simple way. What do you think about this? According to Marvel science, Xavier's mutant DNA has overdeveloped the psionic lobe of the brain. He literally produces psychic energy, can connect wirelessly to other brains. It's like biological Wi-Fi. Now let's move on to totally wild powers. Quicksilver, Pietro Maximoff, Speedster King. In the comics, Magneto's son, changed with retcons, but this is the classic storyline, twin of Scarlet Witch, Wanda. His power? Super speed. But in the MCU, Avengers Age of Ultron, Aaron Taylor Johnson, different origin. Hydra experiments with Mind Stone. Enhanced human, technically not a mutant but same capabilities. X-Men Days of Future Past and Apocalypse. Evan Peters' Quicksilver literally steals every scene. Pentagon kitchen scene? Time literally slows down. Pietro saves everyone while listening to Jim Croce. Peak comedy plus action. According to Marvel, Quicksilver's DNA has put his metabolism into overdrive. Literally everything is fast. Thought processing, reflexes, movement. He can run thousands of miles per second. Downside, perception of time. For Pietro, everyone is in slow motion. Conversations boring, waiting torture. Literally living life on fast forward. Kinda tragic when you think about it. To be honest, throughout the X-Men series, I expected him to confess to Magneto that he's his son, but he only confessed to a few friends around him. This topic could have been handled and developed very well. Do you think I'm right about this? Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, reality warper, literal chaos magic user. In the comics, X-Men number 4, initially probability manipulation, throwing hex bolts, creating bad luck. But in the House of M storyline, we realize Wanda can literally change reality. She says, "No more mutants," and boom, 99% of mutants in the world lose their powers. 3 words, entire species nearly wiped out. That's God-level power. In the MCU, Elizabeth Olsen's Wanda literally creates a town, mind controls everyone in Westview, turns reality into a sitcom. Grief-induced psychotic break, but also impressive as hell. According to Marvel, Wanda's power, chaos magic. Mutant DNA plus cosmic magic equals reality manipulation. She can literally change the laws of physics. We see in Multiverse of Madness, dream walking, universe hopping, all that. Here's the thing. Wanda is technically an Omega-level mutant, but in the MCU's Multiverse saga, she's almost a villain. Because she's so powerful that controlling it is impossible. Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner. And this guy's mutant DNA can literally travel between dimensions. In the comics, Kurt is born in Germany. His appearance is demonic. Blue skin, yellow eyes, tail, 2 fingers, 2 toes. This isn't a birth defect. It's the physical manifestation of his mutant DNA. But his real power? Teleportation. Kurt disappears from one place and appears in another with a bamf sound. As explained in the comics, he passes through another dimension called the Brimstone dimension. He literally exists in another reality for 0.5 seconds, then returns. In X-Men Apocalypse, we see young Kurt, cage fighter, acrobat. His DNA gives him supernatural agility, literally Spider-Man level reflexes. But it's very sad that such a character wasn't handled like in the comics. If they could have captured the atmosphere from the comics, they could have even made a solo film. According to Marvel, the scientific explanation, Kurt's X gene can open micro wormholes. His body dematerializes at the molecular level, passes through dimensional rifts, and rematerializes. The meeting of quantum physics and genetic mutation. Basically impossible, but that's why it's awesome. Mystique is Nightcrawler's, Kurt Wagner's, biological mother, but the DNA didn't pass completely to the children. That's why Kurt can teleport, but can't shapeshift. Storm, Aurora Monroe, weather goddess, Omega-level mutant, a true queen. In the comics, Aurora was born in Africa. As a child, her family dies. She's trapped under rubble in Cairo. The trauma activates her X gene, and she summons a storm for the first time. Storm's power? Atmospheric manipulation. She literally controls the weather, rain, snow, wind, lightning, hurricanes, tornadoes. Her DNA gives her the ability to manipulate the planet's electromagnetic fields. In X-Men Apocalypse, young Aurora is played by Alexandra Shipp. She's a pickpocket in Cairo. Then Apocalypse finds her and amplifies her powers. Lightning literally shoots from her eyes. Visual feast. According to Marvel Science, Storm's mutant DNA can transfer psionic energy to atmospheric molecules. Basically telekinesis, but only for weather. She controls clouds, winds, humidity levels with her mind. Low-key but great detail, Aurora is claustrophobic due to childhood trauma. But in the sky, she has literally unlimited power. Poetic irony. Rogue Anna Marie. And literally the most tragic mutant power. First appears in the comics as a villain, raised by Mystique. Her power? Touch-based power absorption. When she touches someone, she can absorb their memories, abilities, even mutant powers. Sounds cool, right? Wrong. Because she literally can't touch anyone. Skin-to-skin contact always triggers absorption. No hugs, no handshakes, no physical contact. Peak loneliness. In the X-Men film, Anna Paquin's Rogue nearly kills her boyfriend when kissing him.
Great!
I don't know what happened to
David?
her. I don't know.
She discovers her power and realizes she can't touch the people she loves. If there's an example of tragic powers, this is it. According to most comic fans, Rogue could have been handled better. Some say her pain was better handled in the comics. What do you think? Marvel Science. Rogue's X gene creates a bioelectric energy field. When contact occurs, this field copies the neural patterns of the other person. Powers are temporary, sometimes permanent in comics, but memory transfer always leaves a mark. Craziest comic moment. Rogue accidentally absorbs Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, for too long and the powers become permanent. Flight, super strength, all stay with Rogue. Carol goes into a coma, literally stealing someone's life. Colossus, Pyotr Rasputin, literal gentle giant. In the comics, Russian farm family. When his X gene activates, his body can transform into organic steel. He literally becomes metal, invulnerable, super strong, but also super heavy. Deadpool 2016 and Deadpool 2 2018. Andrei Tricoteux's CGI Colossus is literally the moral compass. Always trying to be a hero, always doing the right thing. Deadpool constantly mocks him, but there's respect. Marvel Science. Colossus's mutant DNA can transform carbon-based tissue into osmium, the heaviest element. Literally biology to metallurgy transformation. In metal form, his weight is 500 pounds.